Good morning. I'm an addict named Austin. I got clean here at Serenity House, October 19th, 2014. I hope y'all had a good weekend. And I got on here so we could start this week off with the Just for Today. March 14th, relationships. Also, our inventory usually includes material on relationships. What an understatement this is. Especially in later recovery, entire inventories may focus on our relationships with others. Our lives have been filled with relationships with lovers, friends, parents, coworkers, children, and others with whom we come in contact. A look at these associations can tell us much about our essential character. Often our inventories catalog the resentments that arise from our day-to-day interactions with others. We strive to look at our part in these frictions. Are we placing unrealistic expectations on other people? Do we impose our standards on others? Are we sometimes downright intolerant? Often just the writing of our inventory will release some of the pressure that a troubled relationship can produce. But we must also share this inventory with another human being. That way we get some needed perspective on our part in the problem and how we can work toward a solution. The inventory is a tool that allows us to begin healing our relationships. We learned that today, with the help of an inventory, we can start to enjoy our relationships with others. Just for today, I will inventory the part I play in my relationships. I will seek to play a richer, more responsible part in those relationships. You know, what they didn't tell me when I started the step working process is that I was going to have to learn to be very open to feedback, right? The reality is that I had messed up my life over and over and over and over and over again. And feedback was the thing I needed the most, right? I got started working the steps and started working on myself and was able to get through some of the issues that I had that were personal to me, that were going on in my head and stuff like that. And my spirit came back to life. I say that a lot because that's exactly what happened when I was here, man. My spirit came back to life and I started wanting to be around other people and wanting to be in relationships with other people. And I could do really good at that for like a couple weeks, right? But then as soon as a problem would come along, I had a tendency, or I wanted to go back to my old ways of dealing things with either putting up a wall or being mean to somebody to push them away or just getting away from them completely. There is a big recovery community in Abilene, but not that big, right? I couldn't just make my way around and never have to see the people that I was in relationships with. And so I had to start looking at my part in it. I'm really grateful for that today. In the beginning, not so much, because I was like, oh, I'm just going to be here for a short time and then I'll go back. I'll go live my life, right? Come to find out, my life is here in Abilene, and I'm going to have to face I'm going to have to face myself, right, in others. And so I am grateful for this step working process that I haven't been able to, or I could have tucked and run many times, but I haven't ran yet. So I've been able to stay and deal with the issues and be able to get free from some of them, right? And I have some people that I love and care about, that love and care about me, and have been able to give me some feedback and help me get through these things. Because as much as I thought I knew, there were some things going on in the patterns of my life that I didn't know how to identify, and I didn't even really know how they applied to me, right? So I was able to get to some core issues of what was going on in my life and find out how those patterns affected my relationships. The reality is that I've built some relationships in recovery that are closer than family. They are family. I'm married. I have a relationship with my son today, and I want to keep those relationships. And so to do that, I have to be willing to work on my part of them. I was able to, I really resonated with are we placing unrealistic expectations on others? I was just telling my wife last night how different I am and how I'm hard to deal with. And I'm just like one in a million, but I'm really not that unique, right? It's just as simple as getting in the step work process and finding out what's going on with me. What am I doing that I shouldn't be doing? Do we impose our standards on others? And are we sometimes downright intolerant? Sometimes I'm just downright intolerant. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I think I know what will make me happy, and then I get it, and then I think it's something else that will make me happy, right? And so I'm able to look at these things today and get free from them, right? And then work on the the amends part of it. And the biggest amends the amends that I like the most, that works, is a living daily amends, right? And so if I can live better and do better, I can make amends to the people that I'm in relationships with. Anyways, that was a lot. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all had a good weekend, and I hope you have a good week. We will talk to you tomorrow.